Good morning, and welcome to February 2024 bouldering. This month wasn't too bad. I went to Hard Rock with a friend, and this time I used my journal. I did a tiny bit of cave bouldering in the gym, and I went to a public wall, which was actually pretty cool. Again, I didn't record any clips for any of the climbs that I did. That's pretty annoying, but I'm not feeling really dedicated to climbing at the moment. Also, school is existing at the moment, so yeah, that's been my main focus for the past month. I did get some photos of the problems that I did at Boulder Project, and also a few photos of that one public wall I went to. On the 4th, I went to Hard Rock with a friend, and this time I used my journal to write about 5 total climbs. It was a really hot day, and this time I actually tried some difficult climbs and ones that I definitely could not do. Starting on the climbs now. I'm skipping the warm-up climbs because that was just warm-up. The first one I properly wrote about was the Yellow 16 on wall 54. Most of the climb was pretty crimpy, and my forearms got very pumped by the end of that. It took more effort than usual to belay after doing that climb. I somehow topped it, but I probably could have done some things to be more energy efficient, like resting, keeping my arms straight, or even resting. But resting would be pretty hard to do on a crimpy climb. And I also wrote that I may have accidentally rested on the rope for a bit. Oh no. I eventually sent that one after kind of pushing very hard through it. The next one is on wall 12, and it was easy, but quite juggy as well. The wall was at a very small angle, so that's that. My arm somehow got a bit pumped during that climb, and I said that was because the climb was so long. I sent that one, and I have nothing else to say for this climb. For my third climb, I have no memory of this climb at all, and I have no idea where wall 50 is. I didn't know what to put in the green bit, but it was difficult, and I somehow topped this one, and there are also no slips mentioned. On my fourth climb, we were getting close to the end of our session, and we were getting tired, so I thought I would just try out some really hard climbs before we left. The first one, really hard one I did, was graded as a 17, and it was pretty crimpy. I only got halfway through this one before getting properly stuck. I had no idea what to do for my next move. It was pretty hard, and I also slipped off 2 times before giving up on this, and it was like around that area where I got stuck. On the final climb, I did what was basically just a boulder problem, but really long. It was so hard, and I only did like 5 moves, which was actually quite impressive for what the route looked like. I knew that I couldn't do it or get far at all, but I just wanted to have a go at it, and I did that. Yeah. And that's all my climbs. That session felt pretty good because I didn't feel like I could still do a lot by the end of the session, so I guess that's a good thing. And I also challenged myself with the climbs that I knew I couldn't do, even if I put the most effort into it. It was still insanely hot outside after that session, and that's all for the 4th. On the 10th, I went to Boulder Project and did some bouldering there, as you would. I did a bunch of random climbs just to see which ones I could stick to, but apparently I didn't find anything. I did plan to try and make another climb on the spray wall, but that didn't happen. The first climb I wrote about was graded a 2, and I'm pretty sure it had a bunch of new red holds because I had never seen them before. It was a bit crimpy, and I struggled on it a decent amount because I sucked at keeping myself to the wall somehow. And I topped this in 4 attempts. The second climb was graded a 4. It was quite juggy, but it was long, and I guess I would say powerful. I used my feet a lot in this climb, and I did some hooks that would definitely be dangerous if I were to fall, but I didn't, so I'm fine. This was a new climb at the time, so I didn't get to spend as much time on it as I would have liked, and I only did a total of 3 attempts on this, and as the time of riding it, I only did 2. I got past halfway, but I think I would do worse with every attempt. I also don't believe that I did 3 attempts. I must have missed marking some or something, because I felt like I did a lot more. For the third and final climb that I wrote about, it was graded a 4, and I don't remember this climb well as it was on a weird spot. I said that I struggled at the start and there was this jumpy bit, and then I did it. Yeah, that's it for that one. I really wanted to do something on the spray wall, but my fingers were just hurt when I was climbing, and yeah, so I couldn't really do anything from there. That's all for the 10th. On the 18th, I went to the Burnley bouldering wall with some friends, and I had a lot of fun there. I didn't take many photos there. I only took photos of the spray wall with one of my friends just hanging from it. I didn't write anything in my climbing journal about any of the climbs that I did, but it's still kind of fresh in my memory, so I'll have a lot to say about this, and this is probably not as much as I thought I had. There were 2 main walls there. One of them was a slab wall, and the other was just a normal bouldering wall with a bit of overhang. And yeah, that second, the latter, that one's very hard. The slab wall is just whatever, because it's slab, and there's you don't really need to try to hold yourself to that one. And I'm also gonna just skip over that wall. It's the overhanging wall that I have a lot of things to talk about. The problems on that wall are pretty long, and I didn't even fully get through one of them. Not even the easiest one on the wall. I would often get halfway through the entire climb, and then I would have no idea what my next move was, or I'd do a silly little mess up, missing the hold or just holding it weird, and then I would fall. The holds are also quite smooth because they've been used a lot, so you have to really try to keep yourself to the wall and not mess around on it. The climbs I did were quite juggy, and there wasn't any finger strength really involved in that, but there was definitely some forearm durability in that. I'm not sure if durability is the right word for that. I'm not sure if I'm even saying that correctly, yeah. The problems were definitely longer than any problem I've done before, ever, I think. It was also pretty easy to get to that wall. It didn't take too long, maybe a half an hour walk from a train station, but there are alternative routes that are probably faster. I had a lot of fun there, and I'll definitely go there again. And that's all for the 18th. I was expecting that I went on a 4th day for this month, but that obviously didn't happen. I still haven't been training at all, and I do feel like my arms are getting a bit weaker because I'm not climbing as often as I did last year, and we're already 2 months in. My arms actually got pretty sore after that session on the 18th, and that sore lasted for a good while, at least a few days. I'm definitely feeling a lot less passionate about this sport, but I don't want to drop it, and I probably won't. I'm trying to focus on school at the moment, like I said at the start, and I'm definitely going to have some assignments stack up on me soon, because I haven't actually started any yet somehow, as of the 1st of March. So the video from March might come up a bit later than I would like. I actually have a really cool idea for a video, but I have no idea if I'm going to be able to pull it off because of how hard this is going to be. It might end up being too ambitious, but I'll see if it works out. This is the end of February 2024 bouldering, and this is actually my 12th video on this series, and that's cool. So yeah.